I just wanted to thank you guys all for coming to Captive Audience. I know this is our first show. We have 4 fantastic comedians today. Mario Joyner, Agostina Zoida, Darren Carter, and Jimmy Schubert. All friends of ours that have come down here. Everybody's been, performing in these Zoom rooms, but with not a real stand-up comedy experience. So that's what we're hoping to create here today. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up your first comic. Are you guys ready to start this party? Ladies and gentlemen, Agostina Zoida.
Thank you guys for those applause. I haven't heard that in a long time. Can I keep it going? Keep it going at home. I missed that sound. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. I was supposed to put this on and I forgot. Look at how safe I'm being. You see that? Thank you guys for being here. I'm so glad to be here with you people and finally out of the house. I've been quarantined with my wife for a little while now. And let me tell you, if I hear one more story about a dream she had, I'm going to lose it, guys. I can't listen to them anymore. I can't listen to a dream. To the ladies out there, please stop telling us about your dream. We don't care. And I'm not trying to say all women do that. I am trying to say only women do that, okay? That's not a guy thing. Like, guys, we'll go like this. Like, bro, I had a crazy dream. And we're like, really? And then that's it. It's over. We don't actually tell each other what it was. Nobody needs the detail. I got news for you. Everybody likes telling people about their dream. Nobody likes hearing about a dream because we don't care. Here is a little tip, though. If you like telling people about your dream, I'm going to give you this little tip. Just don't tell us it's a dream first. Just make us believe that shit really happened, okay? That's what I want to know. Just like start your crazy story and be like, oh my God, your mom's head? What happened? You know what I mean? Like, just let us think it was real. And at the end, you drop it on us. Oh, it was a dream. I'm like, oh, it was a dream the whole time? Like, that's how you should tell us. Don't tell us in the beginning that this was a dream, because right away, I'm going to go, like, not listening, because none of this matters to reality. Every movie that ended with it was a dream the whole time, if they told you it was a dream at the beginning of the movie, you wouldn't have finished the movie. You would just turn it off. It actually... It hasn't been that bad. People were saying that everyone's going to start arguing. Couples are going to fight and break up. Like it actually hasn't been bad. I think it's actually been better because we actually have like old school relationship now of human contact. Before we mostly spoke over text message. You know, I'm in my house with my wife and we can like talk and there's no misunderstandings because we're right in front of each other. We're like, I said this, yes you did, and we just get it. Before, over a text message, it was easy to get into an argument. Things would be taken the wrong way. I've been into an argument over an emoji I sent. Like, what is that supposed to mean? It was a frown. It was a smile, I swear. I meant it like cute. You know what I mean? Like, it's phones, the technology, they ruin the relationship, okay? They ruin childhoods. They ruin relationships. Phone and technology, man. And we just keep buying them. Like, they're just like, we have the new iPhone, and we're like, well, let's get it and see all the new features. And there's no new features. There's just new emojis. That's all there is. That's all they keep coming out with. Remember when they came out with the hand in every color? You guys remember that? The hand in every color. At first, when I saw that, I was like, finally. Took them long enough. Diversity, we needed it. But then as time went on, it started to bother me a little bit because it's not accurate. Because black people don't do thumbs up. Did you know that? That is a white guy thing. That's the white move. Hey, good job, buddy. That's white, all right? I never seen LeBron sinking 3 points and he's like, I did that shit. Did you guys see it? No, you're not going to see that. I've never seen a rap video and he's like, these are my hoes. Ain't it awesome? You know what I mean? Like, no, man. This is the white guy move. And if you think I'm being racist, hold on a second. Why is there a white option for this? Why is that an emoji? When does a white dude need to text this to anyone ever? How bad was your day today? There was a line at Chipotle. Oh, fight the man. Get out of there. It is a cliche to say that sex slows down after marriage. I'll tell you guys something. Cliches are true. They're absolutely true. They actually come from somewhere. Yeah, man, it is, it slows down. That's normal. It's just that your priorities change, you know. It's not that you don't want to have sex anymore. It's just that, like, there's different levels of priority. when you were first dating, sex was your #1 priority. Remember those days? Top of the to-do list.
Yeah.
I miss those days. I miss the days when lasting a long time used to be a good thing. That used to be a positive thing about you as a male. He lasts long. Now, I don't know if you know this, after you get married, if you take longer than 5 minutes, you're a selfish piece of shit. Did you know that? How dare you take so long? Don't you know she's got to wake up early and go to the farmer's market before the good avocados are gone? You know what I'm saying? Priorities are different. I'll tell you what slowed down the most is fellatio, oral to the layman. Yeah, man. It definitely slows down. The myths are real, guys. It just does, you know? I think it's
It
very...
goes both ways.
Oh, listen. Maybe in your house, okay? I'll tell you this. I still keep it up, all right? But hey, everybody's different. But for the sake of this joke, I got to not seem like an asshole, okay? So I do it too, you know what I mean? It slows down, you know. But like, why? What guy wouldn't want to? You know what I mean? It's just great. But I don't know. I kind of get why women don't. But I also think it's very important for women to do that for their man for 2 reasons. The obvious reason that everybody says all the time is like, if you want to keep your man, you got to do that, right? That's what they tell you. Okay. All right, I get that. All right. And here's the second reason, okay, which I think is not so obvious. You got to do it often, because if you don't do it that often, and then that one day when you go to do it, I'm not going to stop you and give you a heads up if it's dirty. Okay? I'm sorry, I can't afford to take that risk. In the beginning, it was all the time, and I could have been like, no, I was at the gym. You know what I mean? You got to be a gentleman. You got to give him a heads up and be like, no, let me jump in the shower first. You know what I mean? But now, I'm not fucking up this blue moon. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what's going to happen when I get out of the shower. You're not going to be in the mood anymore. You know, I got to take it. I know for a fact that my tip touched the toilet today. I'm sorry. That's on you. That's not even my fault. Thank you, guys. You're very supportive. I've never heard women so happy to hear that. In women's defense, I wouldn't want to do it either. I haven't yet. Okay? I'm a straight male, and I've never seen a penis that I was like, yeah, I would. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't appeal to me. I'm a straight dude, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret about straight men. All of us love the look of our own dick. Did you know that? Every dude, we love the way our own dick looks. We love it. It's the best. We're like, yeah, I would. You know what I mean? Like, our dick is the best. Every dude in here, you know, you've looked at it and been like, this thing is awesome. And it's because we have the best view. This is the way a penis should be seen, by the way. Like this. Like, just looking straight down at it. That's how you look at a dick, all right? It's awesome. I feel bad for women. They have a horrible view of the dick. One time I laid on my bed on my back and there was a mirror and I was like, oh my God, who is that guy? I didn't even recognize him. It's a different person. The top is like Heath Ledger and the bottom's like Joaquin Phoenix with the cut lip. You know what I mean? Like, who is that guy? One part's shiny for no reason. Like, did you try to laminate it? Like, what happened? By the way, that's why guys send dick pics. Because we're like, you got to see it from up here. You're missing out, all right? That's why we do it. That's what they tell you, right? You're never supposed to send a dick pic. I hear it all the time. They go, you're not supposed to send them. Women hate it. I don't think that's necessarily true either. I don't think it's that women like it. I just think that men don't know when to send them. There has to be a mood. Like, guys, we're always in the mood. Like, we'll be like, it's up. She's got to see it. You know, and send. Like, no, you can't do that. Meanwhile, she's at brunch with her girlfriend. And she's just like, oh, he just texted me. Oh, God. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just send it. There's got to be a mood. That's my theory, that they do like it. You just got to know when to send it, okay? I have sent a dick pic twice in my life. That is the honest truth. I've only sent it twice, okay? First time I sent it, I was out at a nightclub. This is before I was married. I was at an after-hours nightclub, and I met this girl, and she was beautiful. And we were dancing all night, and we were really hitting it off and drinking. And by the end of the night, she was like kind of dancing on me in this like little VIP booth that we had. And I thought, for sure, I'm going to go home with this girl, right? Like, it's going great. But, you know, at an after-hours club, they open the doors eventually, and they throw you out. They just go like, all right, it's morning. And you walk outside. You're like, oh, God, the sun's up, And that's what happened to us. And then she goes, I'm like, hey, so where are we going? Want to go back to my place? And she goes, oh, man, I got to go to work. I'm a school teacher. Okay? That's what she says to me. And I'm like, okay, well, let me get your phone number. Jot your phone number down and we'll keep in touch. And we did. We texted every now and then. And I just couldn't get out of my mind. I still couldn't picture the dress she was wearing. Like, she was so sexy, And one day I was thinking about her and I was getting all horned up, right? And I was like, I'm going to text her a picture. She's going to love it. And I just sent her a picture. And then she texted me back right away. And she was like, I'm at work with kids. She's like, you can't do that. And then right then and there, I felt horrible. So I swore to myself, I'm never sending a dick pic ever again for as long as I live. So I deleted the picture from my phone. And you know how hard that is? Because this was like when Blackberries came out. You know how hard it was to get a good dick pic? You had to get good lighting. It took hours. But I just deleted it. I'm like, I don't care because I'm not going to do this to another woman ever again, right? I felt horrible. Until, a couple of months later, I was on the road and I was doing comedy, right? And I was staying on a friend's couch. And he was, in his room, and I was texting with a girl that I had met at one of the shows. And she texted me back, it was getting hot and heavy, and she goes, send me a dick pic. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, she's asking for it, right? So I guess I can send it. That's okay if she's asking. But then I'm sitting there going I deleted that good one I had. I was pissed off because I deleted it. And I'm on my buddy's couch. I can't take a new one. He's going to come out and be like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I had to. So here's what I did. I texted the other girl. And I said, hey, can you send that one back? And she goes, why? Just so you can text it to another girl? And I was like, yeah, but she asked for it. And then she sent it back. And I forwarded it to the other girl. Like a two birds, one cock situation. And it just proves my theory that it's not that women don't like to get them, because even the school teacher kept it. All right, guys, I got a little story for you. Then I'm going to go. I'm going to tell you guys this story about my wife and I on our second date. On our second date, she brought me back to her place. I thought that was a little quick, but I'm not complaining, okay? So she brings me back to her place. She went in the restroom to freshen up. And while she was in there, I was being nosy. I was checking out her bedroom. I had never been in her bedroom before. I was just checking it out, And I couldn't help but notice that she had this little jar of Vaseline right next to the side of her bed. And it's half empty. And I got a little worried because I'm like, who keeps Vaseline next to the side of the bed? Ready to go. And I thought to myself, this chick's into anal. That's what I thought. And I'm like, I got worried. I got freaked out because I'm like, look, I don't want to do anal, okay? I'm one of those dudes that just I don't like it. Some guys, that's their thing. I'm not into it, okay? I've never been into it. It freaks me out. You ever know people that get really dizzy easily? I'm one of those guys, I can't watch surgery in a movie. I got to look away, And anal always had that effect on me. I can watch it in porn, but then when he takes it out and the hole stays, I'm like, fuck. I got to look away. I can't look at it. I can't look at and the dudes are always in there yeah, I did that. Why are you looking in there, man? Get out of there. Did you lose your keys? You want to see if there's an echo? Hello. Bro. I get nauseous just thinking about it. So anyway, she came out of the restroom. And in spite of what you might think, ladies, guys have our standards too. I don't want to have to do something. I don't want to have to do it. But our standards are always negotiable. Okay? But that particular night, she came out of the restroom. And, we had regular Christian sex. All right? Because I didn't want to have to do it. But we kept seeing each other. And every now and then, I'd end up at her place. And I couldn't help but notice that Vaseline jar sitting there. And it's getting lower and lower. And now I'm thinking to myself, there's another dude who comes in here on my off night. And he's giving it to her the way that she likes. If I don't up my game, I'm going to lose her to the other guy. So I was getting ready to go out with her one night. I'm in the mirror. I'm like, come on, you could do this. Stop being a pussy. Tonight's the night. I looked down at my dick. He had a hoodie on. He's like, you got one shot, one opportunity. You know what I mean? We were going to go for it. And that night I asked her, I was like, hey, do you want to maybe try that? And she was like, no, I'm good. And I'm like, okay. But in my head, I'm going like, who the hell is this other guy that he's so special that he gets to do it and I don't? I don't even want to do it, but the fact that someone else is, I got to get in there. Like, that's how guys work, you know? But again, we just kept dating, and eventually we became exclusive, and eventually she moved in with me. And that first night she moved in with me, she was like getting ready for bed, and she was unpacking her stuff, and she jumped in bed, and she busted out that little Vaseline jar. She grabbed it. She started rubbing it under her eyes like this. And I'm like, why do you do that? And she goes, oh, it keeps the wrinkles away. She goes, I put it on before I go to sleep. And then like a psychopath, I tried to explain to her what I thought it was the entire time. I was like, oh my God, thank God. This whole time I thought you loved it in the ass. And she was like, ew. And you still went out with me? I'm like, of course, because I'm a guy and our standards are negotiable. All right? Don't you know that? Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate you doing this. Thank you for listening. It's been wonderful to make me feel alive again to perform. I really appreciate it. Thank you and be safe. Should I take this with me?